Let me start with a question that's about to hurt your feelings. Be honest. How many people do you know with $1 million saved for retirement? Not flexing on Instagram, not crypto millionaire on Twitter, not your uncle who claims he's rich but still asks to borrow money. I mean real money, quiet money, boring money. Money sitting there like, relax bro, you're not dying broke. If your answer is, maybe no one? Congratulations, you're more accurate than most people. Because here's the shocking truth nobody tells you. The number of people who actually have $1 million saved for retirement is shockingly small. And the crazier part? Most people think it's normal. They think $1 million is average. They think everyone who's 60 just magically arrives there. Spoiler alert, they don't. We're ripping the curtain off the biggest retirement myth of all time. Who actually has $1 million? Who thinks they will but won't? And what separates the tiny group that makes it from everyone else scrolling finance TikTok and manifesting wealth? No fluff. No, just budget harder nonsense. No fake motivation quotes. Let's get into it. Fact number 1. The number is way smaller than you think. Let's start with the stat that punches people in the chest. Only about 10 to 12% of Americans have $1 million or more saved for retirement by the time they hit retirement age. Read that again. That means nearly 9 out of 10 people do not make it. And that's not 25-year-olds. That's not broke college kids. That's people who worked 40+ years. Now here's where it gets even worse. When you zoom in on people under 40, pledged the percentage is basically non-existent. Most 30-year-olds don't even have $50,000 saved. Many don't have $10,000. A scary number have 0. Yet somehow, everyone online is on track. Yeah, on track. To panic at 58. And before you say, okay, but $1 million isn't even that much anymore, let me stop you right there. Because that excuse is part of the problem. Fact number 2. Ah yes, the classic cope. I mean, $1 million is basically nothing these days. Cool. Then why don't you have it? Here's the truth. $1 million isn't luxury money anymore, but it is freedom money. Oblivious. No ramen retirement. Paycheck. No working until you die. No praying Social Security survives. No GoFundMe for medical bills. Most retirees with $1 million aren't driving Lambos. They're driving peace of mind. The people who say $1 million is nothing are usually 1. Roke. Confusing life's inflation with reality. If $1 million is no luxury money, if $1 million is real, please great. This explains why 90% of people never touch it. So if most people don't hit $1 million, where exactly do they land? Brace yourself. Fact number 3. The actual median retirement savings is embarrassing. Let's talk medians, not averages, because averages lie. The median retirement savings for Americans aged 60 to 64 is around $200,000 to $250,000. That's it. That's the final boss number. Now let's do math nobody wants to do. $250,000 invested conservatively might generate $10,000 to $12,000 per year. That's less than minimum wage in many places. Unemployment with retirement. That's the median. Half of people have less than this. So when you imagine retirement, but your savings say side hustle at 73, there's a disconnect. Which raises the obvious question. If everyone wants to retire rich, why does almost no one actually pull it off? Fact number 4. Most people confuse income with wealth. This is where people mess up badly, making $150,000, $200,000, $300,000, stabilize it, and assume they're rich. Wrong. Income is what comes in. Wealth is what stays. You can earn $200,000 and still be broke. Car payments, lifestyle inflation, house poor, zero investing. I deserve this spending. Chapter million next door. Drove a boring car. Invested automatically. Didn't try to look rich. Didn't chase dopamine purchases. Wealth is built quietly. Broke is loud. And this leads directly to the most dangerous lie young people believe about retirement. Fact number 5. I'll start later is a financial death sentence. This one destroys more futures than bad investments ever could. I'll start investing when I make more money. I'm still young. Unrestricted. I have time. No. You have compound interest time, and you're burning it. Someone who invests $300 a month starting at 25 can beat someone investing $1,000 a month starting at 40. Why? Time does the heavy lifting, not effort. Waiting doesn't just slow you down. It multiplies how much harder you have to work later. Procrastination is expensive. So, not the loudest people. Facts number 6. Millionaires are boring, consistent, and annoyingly patient. Remodeling millionaires aren't geniuses. Offline driving all day. They're not chasing trends. They're not gambling on hype. They do 3 unsexy things. 1. Invest automatically. Investing. Through. Avoid lifestyle creep. That's it. No secret strategy. No alpha hacks. Just consistency over decades. Confiscated, which is why most people won't do it. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Debt. Fact number 7. Debt is quietly eating your future. Every dollar going to interest is a dollar not compounding for you. Car loans, credit cards, bookmark debt disguised as normal. Flipping think debt delays retirement. Wrong. It kills it. Because debt steals cash flow, time, optionality. The fastest way to never hit $1 million? Finance your entire personality. But surely Social Security will save us, right? Yeah, about that. Camp number 8. Social Security is not your retirement plan. Social Security was designed to be a supplement, not a lifestyle. Average payout? Yeah, about $1,800 a month. Try living on that without roommates, anxiety, and a side hustle lying on it is like planning to retire on coupons. So if the system won't save you, what actually works? Chapter number 9. The real formula to $1 million. No hype. Here's the boring truth nobody sells because it doesn't go viral. Start early. Invest consistently. Use tax-advantaged accounts. Keep costs low. Don't panic sell. Don't try to be smart. That's the formula. Most people fail because they want excitement, not results. Which brings us to the final reality check. Fact number 10. Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they never start. This is the part where people expect a complicated reason, a broken system, greedy corporations, inflation, boomers, bad luck. But no, most people don't fail at retirement because they didn't earn enough money. They fail because they waited. They waited for the perfect job, the perfect salary, the perfect timing, the perfect confidence, the perfect YouTube video, the perfect once I'm ready moment. That moment, it never comes. Here's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to admit. Inaction compounds just like money, except it compounds regret. Every year you don't start, you lose time. You lose momentum. You lose compound growth. You lose confidence. You normalize doing nothing. And the scariest part? Doing nothing feels safe. There's no immediate pain, no warning alarm, no overdraft notification, just quiet damage. Why inaction feels so comfortable and so deadly? Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. Starting feels uncomfortable. Learning feels uncomfortable. Admitting you're behind feels uncomfortable. So your brain says, let's wait. Let's think more. Let's research. Let's watch another video. Congratulations. You've just confused motion with progress. Most people aren't lazy. They're stuck in analysis paralysis. They know they should invest, save, neighbors, plan. Should is where dreams go to die. Because action requires friction, and friction feels scary. So instead, people scroll finance content like it's Netflix, comforted by the illusion that learning equals doing. It doesn't. The most expensive phrase in personal finance. I'll start next year. That sentence alone has probably erased trillions of dollars in future wealth. Because next year turns into, after I get a raise, after I pay this off, after things settle down, after life slows down. Suppressing doesn't slow down. It speeds up. 1 year becomes 5. 5 becomes 10. And suddenly you're 42, staring at your savings like, damn. The next video, we're breaking down how much money you actually need to retire comfortably. Not influencer math, real math, based on lifestyle, age, and freedom level. Trust me, it'll change how you see money forever.